Hey, friends, welcome back to our show. Okay, Cassie, are you ready to talk about the M word?
Murder?
No, not murder.
Money.
No, not money.
Then what the hell is left?
Menopause.
Damn, how could I forget that M word? Oh, right. I'm actually in Perry right as we speak. And that brain fog, people, it's real.
Oh, you're speaking to the choir. Okay, guys, so we watched this past weekend Oprah's Menopause Revolution special. And while it's packed with big names like Halle Berry and Naomi Watts, we couldn't help but feel underwhelmed.
Yeah, it's only 42 minutes long, way too short to cover something that affects over 1 billion women in the world. It felt like they barely scratched the surface before rushing to the credits.
This special wasn't like bad, but it was not built for women who are currently living in perimenopause or menopause.
I will say one really relatable moment was when Oprah thought she was having a heart attack. And after a full cardiac workup, doctors were like, girl, you're good. But turns out it was actually heart palpitations, which is a very common symptom of perimenopause.
And very scary. You
Yeah,
and I have talked about experiencing that ourselves, and you feel like you are having a heart attack.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I was glad Oprah mentioned that as one of the main things that we don't think about, right? We only think about hot flashes, but
Yep.
there are a lot more to it. I loved hearing some of the stories that the women on the special were telling. Halle Berry sharing her story about how she came in with symptoms and the doctor said that she had herpes. Like, seriously? I mean,
I facepalm.
I know. And it's like, I understand. And I don't want to say, like, oh, doctors shouldn't be doing all these workups for things. Like, we want our doctors to take us serious when we come in with an issue.
Yeah.
However, once they've ruled everything else out, we need them to have in their arsenal the fact that perimenopause might be the next thing that's actually affecting
Or the first thing.
you. I feel like if you're coming in with like your heart, they should look at your heart though. Like if they just
Most
say,
definitely.
"Oh, your urine peri,"
Yeah. Yeah, let's rule out serious stuff. I thought Naomi Watts talking about how menopause messes with your hormones and self-worth, that really hit home for me. So many friends I know that are all entering their 40s are really feeling this.
it's true. I mean, when you kind of get into your 40s and you start this next chapter, you really kind of struggle with how do people view me now? What's my self worth on the outside? Like,
Yeah.
you're now feeling older and it really messes with you mentally. So
Yeah.
I was glad she talked about it, but she didn't spend enough time on it. Although I loved her story about her first intimate moment with Billy Kudrup, her boyfriend,
Yes.
now husband.
Yes.
Oh my God. Gray
That
hair
was
on the
hilarious.
balls.
I know.
You guys, that was pretty funny. The special, like I said, had some interesting stories being told, but they just speed through it too quickly. And if you reach for your snack, which Cassie and I have a popcorn pairing that we always do,
Yep.
you'd miss the whole thing. And they had Dr. Mary Claire Haver on there, who is a board certified gynecologist and also really pioneering this movement with perimenopause, menopause. And they only literally gave her like 2 minutes. And part of that, she was talking about the HRT study that had been done back in the 90s. And it was such a letdown because that study really affected the trajectory of HRT for women. I mean, they
Yeah.
stopped it.
Yeah.
And now we in our generation, we're coming back to using it, but the misinformation is still out there and it's still weighing on us. And we just didn't get enough time from her to really, I think, alleviate some of the worry some women
Yeah.
might have taking it.
Yeah, I 100% agree and think that that study really misled us women for future generations. And now, like we said, Halle Berry, Naomi Watts, these women are coming forward and saying, we are stopping this, we're changing the conversation, which I do love that part.
Yes.
Overall, menopause deserves more than a rushed montage. This should have been at least a three-part series, if not more.
If not more, I totally agree with you. I thought it was going to be when I saw that it was so short.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you guys, we are saying if you're brand new to the menopause conversation, then this special might be a decent starting point for you. But if you're already down the wormhole about symptoms, HRT, brain fog, brain fog, not frog, you're probably going to want to skip this one.
Yeah. We're giving it 2 buckets of popcorn and honestly recommending you follow Dr. Mary Claire Haver for way deeper insights.
For our full rant on this special and to find out what our popcorn pairing was for this one, head over to our podcast.
Popcorn Paparazzi, helping you decide if something is worth a watch or not.